the stillness of winter, where snow blankets the lands and muffles the world's noise, there stands an abandoned farmhouse. Its weathered walls hold memories etched by time, their silence as profound as the frost that coats the landscape. This farmhouse in the east of Germany is small, unassuming. Yet within its modest walls lies a story waiting to be uncovered. It once sheltered the lives of Mrs. Frieda and her husband. He worked in the cargo trains during the GDR era, earning recognition for his labor under the socialist regime. She kept the home, sewing and tending to their quiet existence. Together they lived simply, their lives defined by routine and tradition. Now the home lies in waiting, veiled in decades of stillness. A vintage stove sits cold in the corner, and a bed remains neatly made, hinting at a life left behind in a hurry, or perhaps simply abandoned to time. But what caused this home to grow quiet? Its doors left unopened for more than 20 years. With every step, we unravel a story left behind, a tale etched into the fabric of this forgotten place. Join me as we explore this winter-bound relic, its mysteries waiting to be uncovered beneath the frost and silence. Let's delve into the history and hidden life of a farmhouse that's been left to the passing seasons.
Explomo.
Welcome back everybody to a brand new video. As you can tell, I'm embraced by the snow-frosted landscapes over here in eastern Germany, and I have a very special place to show you today. It's a time capsule farmhouse dating back from the GDR era in Germany. So we are in eastern Germany, and the people that lived here used to be involved in farming. It was Mrs. Frieda that lived here in the last. She used to live here with her husband, of which I don't know the name yet. So hopefully we're gonna find that out. We're just slowly gonna walk there. It's a very tiny home, only 3 rooms in total inside, but nevertheless I think it's really worth to showcase this video to you today. It's also never been showcased on YouTube before. That's also going to be very cool for a difference. And as you can tell over here, still a very old pump. People used to pump the water from the ground, used to be farmers, lived there in a very artisanal way of life. And right here is our entrance. Window is just open. So you guys probably know what that means. We're gonna enter this place right now, explore it as a whole, and I'm gonna take you along with me. So enjoy watching this video. So let's close this window again. And then it's time to start our exploration of this very cozy, tiny farmhouse, entirely crystallized in time. The first room to show you is the kitchen. And like I told you, it's very tiny in size. Only a few rooms. But it's very charming, very historical. Still a lot of vintage items and old mementos of the family that lived there are left behind. It used to be a couple, and they were clearly involved in farming. I think they mainly had poultry in their sheds, given that there are also a lot of egg boxes over here. But I think also some milk, as you can tell. Over here it's saying 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝗆𝗆, which means cleanliness, my friend. I think Mrs. Frieda that lived there just liked to tidy everything up and have the home clean. I think she took care of the household. What's very captivating to see is the old washing bowls over here. In the times the people lived there, in the 1980s, maybe even still 1990s, I'm not sure, they used to do their dishes inside these bowls. Something we can't imagine ourselves nowadays, with all the modern technology and convenience we have. These people were very traditional, just living a quiet life in this quaint German town. These people even experienced the times of the GDR, the German Democratic Republic, when Germany was divided in two parts, a western and an eastern part. And we are in that eastern part today, rather communistic, dictatorial. It's crazy to see all these lids of the pans hanging up here in this little storage room. A lot of bottles over there, but I cannot really make my way over there. A little cigar box over here, very rusty torch. Dang, look at all these tiny cobwebs. Honestly, I don't care about the size of a place. I care about the character of a place. And this is a very special home that I'm exploring today. It's rare to find such an untouched time capsule farmhouse in Germany. What do we have over here? These look very old. Actually, receipts of the salary they had been paid. Wow. That's how it looked like back in the days. That's what you got at the bank. Now, obviously, Mrs. Frieda had a man. However, she was the last person to live here, and the man passed away first. Like I told you in the introduction, the man was actually a very hard worker in the socialist regime back in the days, and he was also awarded for that. In the next room we're about to see that. But firstly, I have a few more things to point out. Firstly, this very old oven and furnace. It's unreal that pots and kettles are still standing on top of it. Wow. All these vintage products and tins. You don't see it anymore nowadays. A tin for tea over here. For a pie. Also still some leather shoes on the ground. By the way, I found some receipts, but there are some more receipts on the ground over here as well. Trying to find a date, but I believe, yeah, the date is 1988. Wow. I'm really wondering for how long this property has been sitting in silence. Let's make our way to the next room and be amazed. It's the best room inside this farmhouse. Wow. Unbelievable. Even though you can clearly tell that time and nature have taken their toll on this former couple's house, it's clearly untouched by anything to do with humans, like vandalism or theft. Oh, here's a very vintage scale, where you can still see all this, the weight on that chart. Ashtray, a radio recorder. Again, a receipt, and it was for Mrs. Frieda again. All the letters and receipts are for Mrs. Frieda inside, which makes me assume she was the last person that filled up the space with life and laughter. Stove. Wallpaper is all peeling. Wow. Strasford 62. A very vintage radio. And guys, this is it. Look at this. Still a medal from the times of the GDR, and it's an award for the man, the husband of Mrs. Frieda, for the socialistic work he did in times of the GDR. Now that's precious, and that's also very valuable. So the fact that that's still here is very special. And I really hope no brainless idiot comes inside and just decides to take it with him and steal it. Oh my, look at the chandelier tangling down here. Parts of the wooden ceiling littering the dining table. And one part of the glass lamp is on the ground. Now there is a bed in this room, We're also gonna find a bedroom. That's gonna be the last room inside the living part of this farmhouse. I don't know why there was a bed there. Like if it was a big home with multiple floors, it could have been a reason that the person decided to live close to the living part, because she wasn't very mobile anymore when she grew older. Mrs. Frieda loved sewing though. Over here is still her sewing kit, pristinely left. We also have some old pictures. Probably Mrs. Frieda and her husband in their childhood. And this was for the husband. He actually used to work on a train, a cargo train for coal and copper that actually came from the mines back in that time. This is a memory of it. A frame that was probably given to him. It's unbelievable that inside this glass cupboard all the tiny items are left on the shelves, so untouched. So intriguing to see, because I think this place is already abandoned for at least 2 decades. It's rare to find it in such an untouched condition after such a long time. Over here saying 60, 65, probably for an anniversary or a birthday. Some sort of cartoon. Yeah, it looks like a little reading book, probably for a child. This is from 1985, so still the oldest I've seen inside is 1988. There is still a letter over there. I just don't want to go too much into detail to protect this place, and also its precious pieces that are preserved within. But guys, there is one final room inside this house, and that's this wonderful bedroom. Wow. Pillows, sheets. Surreal that the bed is still made up. Even a coat hanging here. A little nightstand. There is also a wardrobe, but it's locked. And I believe there is also nothing in there anymore, as you can tell. Another single person bed here. Maybe when the grandchildren came over. I'm not even sure if they had children at all. I'm afraid we will never know, because little documentation is left of the couple that lived there. Only found the name Mrs. Frieda right now. Now we've explored the last room in the home. You've already seen a little glimpse of the outside, but there is also a shed right next to it. So let's go there right now. I'm gonna take you with me, and I think after that we explored this entire property as a whole. Closing the windows again as properly as I can, so this place gets at least a little bit protected over time. Finally, over there is the shed I was talking about. I also see this very old device over here to sharpen things up. There is some sort of basement over there, but we did already check that out, and that was really not safe. Well, here we are in the shed. You can clearly tell they kept animals over here. Also a lot of artisanal agricultural tools, and wow, I didn't even see this yet. That sofa looks very antique, very old. Dismantled pieces of a bed over here. There is also an iron bedstead over here. I was right. They kept poultry. And that was their food inside. At once. Well, I'm not sure how safe it is upstairs. And whether it's even worth it. Oh, it is. Check that out. Very old stroller over here. You probably know how much I like strollers. There's this very creepy doll inside. Wow. Also this over here. I'm happy I checked out the shed. Otherwise I would have never known what was there. And neither you would have. Okay. Carefully heading down again. And with the house and shed explored, we explored this building as a whole. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. For me it was a really special place, despite its size. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, you know the drill. As always, do not forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel right down below, and leave a nice comment down below. Also check out our options to get exclusive bonuses through Patreon, but also becoming a channel member. You will get early access to videos, special stickers and super chats, and also exclusive bonus content only available for members. Today on this trip, while I filmed this video, I also filmed another amazing video, but that's not going to be for the main channel and only for members, so make sure to check that option out and you will greatly support us on our travels. And with that having said, I want to thank you once more and send you all greetings from Germany. Auf Wiedersehen, and we will see you on the next adventure. Peace out.